My beloved child, come closer. Slow your breathing. You are not here by accident. I know what time it is where you are. I know the quiet around you. I know the weight you carried into this moment. Nothing about this is random. Before you pressed play, before you found this message, before you even realized how tired your heart was, I was already here. You do not have to explain yourself to me tonight. You do not have to prove anything. You do not have to be strong right now. Just listen. I see the parts of you that stay hidden during the day, the thoughts you don't say out loud, the questions you carry when no one is watching, the silent fears that follow you into the night. I see them all, and I am not disappointed. You have been wondering if you matter, if your efforts mean anything, if anyone truly notices how hard you try to keep going. Hear me clearly now. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. I know how many times you told yourself, just get through today. I know how often you smiled while feeling empty inside. I know how many nights you lay awake replaying things you wish you could change. And still, I stayed. My love for you does not rise and fall with your performance. It does not weaken when you feel unsure. It does not disappear when you are exhausted. I loved you before you had words for love. I chose you before you ever chose me. I held you long before you learned how to hold yourself together. You do not need to clean your heart before coming to me. You do not need to hide your doubts. You do not need to pretend you are okay. If your chest feels tight right now, if your mind won't slow down, if your soul feels heavy without knowing why, let that be enough. This moment is safe. You are safe here. I am not rushing you. I am not measuring you. I am not comparing you to anyone else. There is no deadline you are failing to meet. There is no standard you are secretly missing. There is no version of you I wish you were instead. I see who you are, and I call you precious, even if others walked away, even if words spoken to you left scars, even if life shaped you through pain you never deserved. You are still mine. Tonight, you don't need answers. You don't need solutions. You don't need to figure out your future. Just stay with me for a moment longer. If you feel tired, rest here. If you feel broken, bring that here. If you feel unsure, let me hold the certainty for you. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are not beyond hope. I am here. I have always been here, and I am not leaving. Breathe slowly now. Let your shoulders drop. Let your heart be quiet for just a moment. This message found you because I wanted you to know one thing before anything else tonight. You are deeply loved, not later. Not after you fix yourself, not when you feel stronger. Right now, stay with me. Stay here with me a little longer. Do not rush this moment. I know your mind is used to running ahead, planning, worrying, replaying. But right now, I am asking you to slow down. Place your attention gently on this moment. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, just now. You are still breathing. That means I am still sustaining you. Before we go any further, before I speak to your future or your wounds, I want to anchor your heart in something steady. Gratitude. Not forced gratitude. Not pretending everything is fine, but quiet recognition. There are things you survived that once felt impossible. Moments you thought would break you, yet somehow, you are still here. You may not feel strong, but endurance has been living inside you longer than you realize. Take a slow breath in, and as you breathe out, notice this truth. You were carried through more than you could carry alone. You do not have to name everything right now. Just let your heart acknowledge that you did not arrive here by your own strength. I was with you when you woke up this morning. I was with you when you felt overwhelmed. I was with you when you felt nothing at all. Even when you didn't notice me, I never stepped away. Gratitude is not about ignoring pain. It is about recognizing presence. So quietly, in your heart, thank me for staying. Thank me for the nights you made it through. Thank me for the tears that did not destroy you. Thank me for the moments you almost gave up, but didn't. If it feels right, you can whisper it inside. Thank you for not leaving me. There is power in that acknowledgement. It softens the soul. It steadies the breath. It opens space for healing. You do not owe me gratitude as payment. This is not a test. This is a ritual of grounding. Because when your heart remembers that it is held, fear loses some of its grip. You may still have questions. You may still feel unsure. But gratitude reminds you that you are not facing them alone. I see how hard you are on yourself. How rarely you pause to notice what you have endured. How often you minimize your own journey. Tonight, I am asking you to honor it. Honor the fact that you are still choosing to listen, still choosing to stay, still choosing to hope, even quietly. That matters more than you think. If you want to, you may place a simple word in the comments below. Thank you. Not for perfection, not for answers, just for presence. And if you would rather keep this moment private, that is okay too. I hear the gratitude of your heart either way. Let this calm settle into you. Let it slow your thoughts. Let it remind you that you are supported. We will continue soon. But for now, rest in this truth. You are not alone. You never have been. Listen to me now, gently. I want to speak truth into places where confusion has lived too long. There are voices you have heard over the years. Some came from people. Some came from experiences. Some grew quietly inside your own thoughts. They told you that your value depends on what you produce, that your worth rises when you succeed and falls when you fail. That is not my voice. Your value was not assigned by performance. It was established by intention. Before you ever accomplished anything, before you ever disappointed anyone, before you ever learned how to doubt yourself, you already mattered. You were created on purpose, not as an afterthought, not as a replacement, not as a mistake. I did not look at you and hope you would become valuable someday. I formed you valuable from the beginning. You may have been treated as optional, overlooked, taken for granted, but that treatment did not define you. It revealed the limitations of others, not the truth about you. I know how easily you measure yourself against people around you. I know how often you replay moments wondering if you said the wrong thing, if you should have been different, if you were too much or not enough. Hear me clearly. You do not need to shrink to be accepted. You do not need to harden to be respected. You do not need to disappear to be safe. I know the parts of you that feel fragile. I also know the strength you carry without realizing it. You are not weak because you feel deeply. You are not broken because you care. You are not flawed because you need rest. Sensitivity is not a defect. Compassion is not a liability. Your heart was not designed to be numb. You have been through things that taught you to guard yourself, that taught you to stay quiet, that taught you not to expect too much. But guarding your heart was survival, not your final form. I am not asking you to relive your pain. I am asking you to release the lies it taught you. The lie that you are hard to love. The lie that you are a burden. The lie that you must earn your place. You already belong. You belong even when you are unsure. You belong even when you are tired. You belong even when you don't know what comes next. When I look at you, I do not see a list of failures. I do not see potential wasted. I do not see disappointment. I see courage that kept going. I see resilience that adapted. I see a heart that refused to fully shut down. That is not accidental. That is evidence of my work in you. Truth does not shout. It does not accuse. It does not rush you. Truth settles. Truth steadies. Truth reminds you of who you are when everything else feels uncertain. So when your mind tells you, you are behind, remember this. I am not measuring your life by speed. When your thoughts say, you should be further by now, remember this. Growth is not a race. When fear whispers, what if you never become enough? Answer it with this truth. You already are. Not because of what you do, not because of how well you hold yourself together, but because you were made with intention and loved without conditions. Let these words sink deeper than your doubts. Let them settle beneath the noise. You do not need to memorize them. You do not need to repeat them perfectly. Just let them rest in you. I will remind you again when you forget. I will speak again when the lies return. For now, stay here. Truth is holding you, and you are safe to receive it. Come closer now. This part is not about explaining. It is about responding. I have heard the prayers you didn't know how to finish, the ones that broke off into silence, the ones that turned into sighs instead of words. I heard you. I know how often you asked quietly, "Is anyone listening? Does this matter? Will this ever change?" Those questions did not push me away. They drew me nearer. You were never wrong for asking. You were never weak for hoping. You were never foolish for believing more was possible. So let me respond to you now. I know where you are tired, not just physically, but in places no one sees. I know the weight you carry for others, the way you keep going so no one worries, the way you hold yourself together when you want to fall apart. You have been strong for a long time, and strength, when carried alone too long, becomes heavy. You do not need to carry it alone anymore. Bring me the thoughts that loop in your mind at night. Bring me the regret you keep revisiting. Bring me the fear you pretend doesn't exist. I am not overwhelmed by what overwhelms you. You do not have to organize your prayer. You do not have to choose the right words. You do not have to sound faithful. Just be honest. If all you can say is, "I'm tired," that is enough. If all you can whisper is, "Help me," I understand. Prayer is not performance. It is connection. I am not waiting for you to be calm before I listen. I am listening while you are shaking. I am present while you are unsure. Nothing you bring me is too small. Nothing you confess is too much. If your heart feels heavy right now, you may release some of it. If it helps, you can write a few words in the comments. Not for others, not for attention, just as a release. You can write, "I'm tired," or "I need peace," or simply, "God, help me." If you choose not to write anything, that is okay too. I see what is unspoken. As you release what you've been holding, I want you to receive something in return. Receive my calm. Receive my patience. Receive my steady presence. I am not rushing your healing. I am not disappointed by your pace. Some wounds close quietly. Some take time. Some need gentleness more than force. I am working in ways you cannot yet see, softening places that hardened for survival, restoring trust where it was broken, rebuilding hope where it felt unsafe. You are not behind in your healing. You are exactly where you need to be to continue. When you feel afraid that nothing is changing, remember this: roots grow before anything appears above the surface. What is happening inside you matters, even when it feels invisible. I am answering your prayer, not always by removing the struggle immediately, but by strengthening you within it. I am giving you endurance without bitterness, sensitivity without collapse, faith without pressure. You are learning how to rest without giving up, how to hope without forcing outcomes, how to trust without denying reality. That is holy work. Stay open, stay honest, stay here. You do not need to resolve everything tonight. You only need to remain connected. I am with you in this prayer. I am holding what you release. I am guarding what is fragile, and I will not stop listening. Not now, not later, not ever. Breathe slowly. Let your heart be heard. I am here. Listen carefully now. There is something I need you to hear, and to hear it clearly. I am not against you. I know you have wondered this. In moments when things went wrong back to back, when doors closed instead of opening, when prayers seemed to echo without answers, you asked yourself quietly, did I do something wrong? Is God disappointed in me? Am I being punished? Let me speak truth into that fear. I am not standing across from you with crossed arms. I am not waiting for you to fail again. I am not keeping score of your mistakes. I am standing beside you. I always have been. Some taught you that suffering means rejection, that hardship means abandonment, that silence means anger. That teaching wounded you. It did not come from me. Difficulty is not proof that I have turned away. Struggle is not evidence that you are unloved. Delay is not denial. I see the full picture of your life. You see only a moment. There are things I have protected you from that you never noticed. paths I closed because they would have harmed you. Situations that felt like losses, but were actually mercy. I know that is hard to trust when you are tired. But hear this gently. Nothing you are facing right now is a sign that I have withdrawn my love. I have not changed my mind about you. I have not grown weary of helping you. I have not stepped back to teach you a lesson through pain. I do not teach through cruelty. I guide through presence. Some consequences exist because the world is broken. Some pain exists because people are imperfect. Some storms come without your permission, but I do not abandon you in them. When you fall, I do not step away. When you struggle, I do not shame you. When you question, I do not turn silent. I know how easily your mind turns inward, how quickly you blame yourself, how often you assume you are the problem. That burden was never meant for you to carry. You are not cursed. You are not disqualified. You are not being pushed aside. You are being shaped gently, even when the process feels uncomfortable. There is a difference between refinement and rejection, between growth and punishment. What you are experiencing now is not me pushing you away. It is me staying close. While you become stronger than you were before, I see your effort. I see your sincerity. I see the way you keep trying, even when you feel unsure. That matters. So when fear tells you, God is against you, answer it with this truth. I am for you, for your healing, for your peace, for your future. I am for your becoming, even when becoming feels slow. You do not need to defend yourself before me. You do not need to justify your worth. You do not need to earn my patience. You already have it. Rest in this reassurance now. Let it quiet the accusations. Let it soften the tension you carry. I am not watching you from a distance. I am walking with you through this, and I am not letting go. Now let the night hold you gently. You have done enough for today. The world expects you to keep going, to stay alert, to stay strong, to stay prepared. But here, with me, you are allowed to rest. I know nighttime feels different. Thoughts become louder. Memories feel closer. Worries stretch longer in the dark. That is why I come near in this quiet. You do not have to solve anything tonight. You do not have to plan your next step. You do not have to carry tomorrow into this moment. Lay it down. If your body feels tense, let it soften slowly. If your jaw is tight, let it release. If your chest feels heavy, let me carry some of that weight. I am close enough to hear your breathing, close enough to feel your fear, close enough to calm your heart. Nothing bad will happen because you rest. Nothing will fall apart if you pause. Nothing important will be lost while you sleep. I stay awake even when you cannot. If you are listening to this alone, in a quiet room, with the lights low or off, know this: you are not alone in this night. I sit with you in the silence. I stand guard over your thoughts. I keep watch while your mind slows down. If your heart wants reassurance, hear this again. You are safe. You are protected. You are held. You do not need to replay old conversations. You do not need to imagine worst-case endings. You do not need to relive pain that already passed. Those thoughts can wait. They do not belong to this moment. Let me be the last voice you hear before rest. Not the voice of fear, not the voice of pressure, not the voice of regret. Just my presence. If it helps, you can place a small sign of your presence below. A simple symbol, a moon, a quiet way of saying, I am here. And if you don't, that is okay too. I already know. Night is not your enemy. Darkness is not a threat. It is simply a space where healing can happen quietly. Your body knows how to rest. Your soul remembers how to be still. Let yourself drift without fear. I will be here when you wake. I will be here if you wake in the middle of the night. I will be here in the morning. Nothing about you is fragile to me. Nothing about you is too much. Sleep if you can. Rest if you need. Breathe, even if sleep does not come yet. This night is covered, and so are you. When you are ready, listen again. Not with effort, but with openness. There is something deeper I want you to remember about who you are. You are not here by coincidence. Your life did not unfold randomly. Your presence in this world was intentional. Long before you had language for fear or hope, I saw you. I knew you. I chose you, not because you were already strong, not because you had everything together, but because I wanted you. You have spent much of your life adapting, becoming what situations required, adjusting to survive. But adaptation is not identity. Who you are goes deeper than what you learn to do to stay safe. You are not defined by the roles you had to play. You are not defined by what others expected from you. You are not defined by the moments you felt small. Your identity was spoken before those things ever happened. You carry purpose that does not expire with mistakes. You carry meaning that does not disappear when you feel unsure. There is a reason you feel things deeply, a reason you notice what others overlook, a reason injustice unsettles you, and kindness moves you more than it seems to move others. That sensitivity is not accidental. It is part of how you were designed to bring light into quiet places. You were never meant to be a copy of anyone else. Comparison has blurred your vision of yourself, but it has never altered your value. No one can replace the way you think, the way you care, the way you show up quietly and faithfully, even when no one applauds. Purpose does not always announce itself loudly. Sometimes it moves quietly through consistency, through presence, through love that does not draw attention to itself. I know you have questioned your usefulness, wondered if your life truly matters, if what you do makes a difference. Hear me clearly now. It does. You influence more than you see. You impact more than you realize. Some of the most important things you will ever do will not be recognized publicly, but they will echo deeply. You are not late to your purpose. You are growing into it. Every season you walked through taught you something, even the painful ones, even the confusing ones. None of it was wasted. There is a steadiness forming in you, a wisdom shaped by experience, a compassion that can only come from having known pain. This is not weakness. This is preparation. I am not asking you to become someone else. I am inviting you to become more fully yourself. The version of you that trusts again. The version of you that speaks gently. The version of you that stands firm without becoming hard. You do not need to rush your calling. You do not need to prove it. Purpose unfolds as you stay connected, as you remain open, as you keep choosing integrity even when it costs you something. You were chosen to carry peace into spaces that lack it. You were chosen to offer understanding where others rush to judge. You were chosen to reflect love in ways that feel natural to you. That is enough. If you ever forget who you are, come back to this truth. You are known. You are intentional. You are needed. I am still shaping you, still guiding you, still walking with you, and what I placed inside you will unfold in its time. Stay open, stay gentle, stay rooted. You are becoming exactly who you were meant to be. I know that even with all this truth, some days still feel heavy. Knowing who you are does not erase struggle. Having purpose does not mean the path is easy. So let me speak to the part of you that feels tired of being strong. You have faced resistance that others never saw, battles that were quiet but exhausting, moments where simply getting through the day required more courage than anyone realized. And yet, here you are, not because you were never afraid, not because you never doubted, but because something within you refused to disappear. That something is resilience. Resilience is not loud confidence. It is the quiet decision to keep going, the willingness to stand back up, even when you feel uncertain on your feet. You are allowed to acknowledge how hard it has been. You do not dishonor your faith by admitting pain. You do not lose strength by naming exhaustion. I see how often you told yourself, just one more day. How much longer? Can I really keep doing this? Those thoughts do not disqualify you. They reveal your humanity. There were seasons when you felt like you were failing, but in reality, you were surviving. There were moments you thought you were weak, but you were actually enduring something difficult. Endurance shapes you differently than ease ever could. I am not asking you to pretend the struggle does not exist. I am asking you not to face it alone. When your strength feels low, lean into me instead of pushing harder. You do not have to be resilient by yourself. You do not have to carry hope on your own shoulders. I am strengthening you quietly, not always by removing obstacles, but by deepening your roots. Storms reveal where roots are growing. You may feel worn down, but you are not worn out. You may feel discouraged, but you are not defeated. There is a difference between feeling tired and being finished. You are not finished. I know there are days when emotions rise unexpectedly, when old memories resurface, when progress feels slow or invisible. That does not mean you are going backward. Healing is not linear. Some days are for growth. Some days are for rest. Both are necessary. I am gentle with you in this process. I am not demanding perfection. I am honoring persistence. If today feels like all you can do is remain open, that is enough. If all you can do is choose not to give up, that matters deeply. Strength does not always look like confidence. Sometimes it looks like vulnerability. Sometimes it looks like asking for help. Sometimes it looks like staying when leaving would be easier. You are learning a quieter kind of strength, one that does not harden you, one that does not steal your tenderness. This strength will last. I am proud of you, not for what you have achieved, but for who you have remained. Gentle, honest, still willing to trust, even now. Stay with me in this moment. Your struggle is seen, your effort is honored, your resilience is growing, and I am not done carrying you through. Now let hope speak softly to you, not the kind that demands certainty, but the kind that stays even when answers are still forming. I know you have learned to guard your expectations, to prepare for disappointment, to hope quietly, if at all. That was protection, and I understand why you needed it. But I want you to know something important. Your future is not fragile. It is not held together by luck. It is not hanging by a thread. It is not one mistake away from collapse. I am already present in what comes next. I do not wait for you in the future. I walk ahead of you. There are things unfolding that you cannot see yet. Conversations being shaped, doors aligning, hearts softening, paths clearing slowly, intentionally. You are not stuck. You are in transition, and transition often feels like uncertainty because the old is no longer comfortable and the new is not yet visible. But visibility is not required for movement. Hope does not always arrive as excitement. Sometimes it arrives as endurance. Sometimes as calm in the middle of unanswered questions. That calm you occasionally feel, even when nothing has changed outwardly, that is hope taking root. I am not promising a life without difficulty, but I am promising that difficulty will not have the final word. What feels unresolved now will not remain this way forever. You will not always feel this tired. You will not always feel this uncertain. You will not always carry this weight. There will be moments of relief, moments of clarity, moments where you realize you made it through something you once thought would break you. Those moments are coming. I am not preparing a future that erases your story. I am preparing one that redeems it. What hurt you will not define you. What slowed you down will not disqualify you. What challenged you will not defeat you. It will shape you with wisdom, with compassion, with depth. Hope grows quietly, but it grows steadily. You do not need to force it. You do not need to chase it. Just stay connected. When you wake up and feel uncertain, hope will meet you there. When you feel discouraged by slow progress, hope will steady you. When you feel tempted to give up, hope will remind you why you started. I am not finished with your story, not even close. There are chapters ahead, filled with meaning you cannot imagine yet. Joy that does not require you to forget your past. Peace that does not depend on everything going right. This is not wishful thinking. This is promise. So if tonight all you can do is believe that something good is still possible, that is enough. Hope does not need perfection. It needs presence, and I am present. Stay with me a little longer. Rest in this promise. The light ahead is real, and you are walking toward it. You can rest now. Nothing more is required of you tonight. You have listened. You have stayed. That is enough. Let the words you heard settle gently inside you. You do not need to hold them tightly. They will remain. I am still here with you. I will be here when this ends. I will be here when the room grows quiet again. You do not need to carry this moment forward with effort. Just allow it to be. If your eyes feel heavy, let them close. If your thoughts slow, let them. If sleep comes, receive it without fear. I watch over you in rest, just as I do in waking. Nothing about you is unfinished in my care. Nothing is unresolved in my presence. Tomorrow does not need to be planned right now. Strength will come when you wake. Clarity will come step by step. For now, stay. If you are still here at the end of this message, just breathe once more, slowly, gently, and know this: I am not leaving when the sound fades. I am not absent when the screen goes dark. I remain. You are held through the night. You are carried into the morning. You are loved without condition. Rest, my child. I will be here when you open your eyes again.